So Movie, I think he's making his way towards the 10 o'clock base. That is probably not going to be successful, so I think he will back off eventually. I think he's just trying to make Jaedong scared, draw his attention, so he might be able to take down another Overlord out there with some Corsairs. But now he has plenty of Zealots. Let's see, he does have the Citadel of Adun. That's what I was wondering about. So he is going to have +1 Zealots attack and then speed for those Zealots at the same time. He's going for an attack at one of these bases, most likely the brand new one up at the 10 o'clock. So Jaedong will have to get his Sim City going, hide his sunken colonies. Oh, early Corsair going down. Jaedong really took advantage of that Corsair out in no man's land, took that out. So that's pretty horrible for Movie. He needs to get up a hefty Corsair count just in case Jaedong should go for Mutalisk. And at this point, if Jaedong should go for Mutalisk, I mean, he just took down a Corsair, so he might be thinking to himself, maybe I can grasp that air superiority. Since I took out one Corsair, maybe I can get out a bunch of Scourge. He is coming in with additional Scourge, trying to snipe all the Corsair. If he can get most of the Corsair down to maybe about 1 or 2 Corsairs, he can take that air superiority with Mutalisk, and it'll make Movie's life a living hell, especially since he's committing mostly to Zealots here. Going to try to break the front. It's going to be difficult. Jaedong has put a nice little wall into position with his Zerglings. So Movie doing his best. Jaedong doing an excellent job fighting there to keep that wall on and keep those Zealots from breaking through. So I'm not sure if Movie's going to be able to do this. He's still trying. Look at the Sim City from Jaedong, blocking the Zealots in, not allowing them. Okay, here comes Movie with the Zealots. But Mutalisk popping now. The Mutalisks are going to take care of this. So Movie forced to split up his Zealot squads. He has one squad going into the main, try to harass that. I'm sure that Jaedong will have the presence of mind to run those drones before they all die. There's one final Zealot, the natural expansion being cleaned up. So now Jaedong's got to deal with the one inside of his main. Probably a couple there still left. So Movie at this point is throwing down some cannons, has an Archon ready to go. So that Archon is definitely going to help a little bit in fending this off, but Jaedong has such excellent Mutalisk control that he's going to have to use more than an Archon. He's going to have to group up his Corsairs, make sure they all survive. He has a lot of Corsairs, but like I said, he's got to keep them by that Archon so they don't get scourged to death, which Jaedong is trying to do. He's trying to draw the Corsairs in to be scourged. Movie loses 2 Corsairs to scourge. That's horrible. Here comes the Archon in to save the day. Archon. So, oh man, yeah, this is Jaedong's plan now. He's trying to take the air superiority with one felt swoop. He's going to try to take down all of these Corsairs. I'd say just taking down 3 Corsairs would pretty much get him the air superiority he needs. There's some more Corsairs coming in for Movage. Runs into a huge Scourge trap. Loses almost all of his Corsairs. 1 Corsair left for Movie. Definitely should have run away as soon as he saw the Scourge. Because now Movie is in big trouble. He's going for the counterattack, but Jaedong has built up his defenses again, put down that sunken colony, and walled off with his Zerglings, nice Zergling wall. So Movie's not going to be able to break through this. I'm not sure what Movie's going to do from this point on, because he lost so many probes in that attack. And all of his Corsairs. The Corsairs are what he really needed to fight this off. So he's not even able to get any additional Corsairs out. Jaedong killing all the Corsairs as they pop out of the Stargate. So things are not looking good for Movie. Just not able to keep those Corsairs, and that is what's costing him this game now. Jaedong knows the game. He is throwing down sunken colonies to each of his bases just to help out against a counterattack. His Movie, that was his last chance right there, basically. This cannon inside of his natural expansion. All of his probes are going to die at that natural. So I think Jaedong has basically secured this game now. Here comes the Archon, and I think 1 Corsair, maybe 2 out for Movie. He has 1 Corsair to fight off the control group of Mutas. And the Archons hovering around. Archons are too slow, though, and they don't outreach Mutalisks. If you have the right micro, you can basically kill an Archon with a group of Mutas. It's hard to do, but if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Jaedong. So Jaedong keeping his distance away from the Archon splash damage. Archons are very powerful against Mutas because of the splash, but if you can't get in there to get your shots on, makes them pretty much useless. Oh, there's 1 splash shot from Movie, but that's the only splash shot I've seen from an Archon this game. There's another one. So it looks like the Mutas will be taken care of shortly, but Movie lost so much in that attack. There's really nothing he can do to get back in this game now. running back and forth between the natural expansion and his main, dropping some zealots inside of the main, try to snipe that spire. I think that's generally what Protoss players try to do with this kind of drop. But Movie is in here. He's trying to get some economic harassment on, snipe as many drones as he can because he lost so many probes. He wants to even up the economy a bit. But Jaedong running that away. Now he's trying to take down the spire. Can he take down the spire? Not looking likely because the Zerglings are coming in at the same time to help out the mutas. So the spire does not go down. And Movie, God bless him, still going for that attack at the front with a bunch of zealots. But those are going to be cleaned up, so he has to run back with those. Run, zealots! Archon's coming in to save the zealots. And now Movie, I'm not sure what Movie's going to do. He lost so much economy here as Jaedong is taking his 4th base up at the 10 o'clock position. Yeah, Movie's just going to be behind in every aspect of this game now. If he had kept his Corsair count high and run away the Corsairs when he saw all the Scourge coming his way, maybe try to kill the Scourge with either his Corsairs, splash the Scourge, or his Archons, keep them by the Corsairs, he probably would have had this game because he'd been able to destroy all the mutas. And obviously Jaedong doesn't have much else going for him right now. Besides his mutas, yeah, there's the GG from Movie. It's a horror movie. So Jaedong taking the first set, but don't count Movie out yet. Let's move on to the second set.